It wasn't a dream. It really happened.
Hey man, it's the failed athlete, but that don't mean you got to fail in life. Make sure y'all like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel. You already know what it is, man. But why don't you show your face? You talk a big game, but you talk that game behind the wall. You're a coward. Show your face. Oh, you on Prime's nut shack. Get off his shack. You shack riding. Hey, listen, man. I know it's not HD. Coming at you from that Mac camera, but we gonna upgrade soon. But you know what tomorrow is. You know why I'm here. You know why I'm here. For everybody, the true fans, the true believers, the people who continuously tap in, anxiously waiting. Yo, we here. I told you, we're a small crowd, but something like the most hated on YouTube. Listen, I gotta talk Prime, man. We gotta talk this situation for tomorrow. Less than 24 hours away. Big game, huge game. North Dakota State. Let me give y'all a little history on North Dakota State. 9 national championships for the FCS. Is it FCS or FBS? I get confused. But I'm here to tell y'all that division is no joke. They've been had real playoffs. NCAA, I mean, they're part of the NCAA. You know what I mean? But D1, just catching up. D1AA, been doing this playoff shit. Been had that gauntlet that they had to get through. These North Dakota State, these white boys, they know how to win. They not bull and they're not playing around. Excuse my French. You know, I'm probably gonna cut that out. But no, seriously, these guys ain't joking with you, man. They're not for play. They're not for games. This is not a team you can just take serious. I think this thing is going to go one of 3 ways. Coach Prime and his boys are either going to blow these guys smooth out the water. It's going to be a nail biter, a close nail biter, or Colorado's simply going to lose this game. The one thing that North Dakota State has going for them that no other team has right now is they know how to win. They know how to win. They're seasoned. 9 national championships in the last 11 seasons. Let that sink in. Now, I went to Montana State. Big time program in that division. But even when we would have conversations and we would try to get to that natty, it always was, we got to see North Dakota State. We got to go through North Dakota State. Coach KD, what they got going for them, man? They just some slow white boys. What they got going? Hey, them trenches. Them big white boys is corn fed. Now, as far as the outside goes, as far as the perimeter, we know that Travis gonna get off. We know that we got some key receivers that's gonna do their thing on that Colorado side. We know Shador is gonna be able to get off, right? That's natural. That's normal. That's automatic. Usually the difference between the NCAA, my bad, D1 and D1AA is the trenches. But this is a different case. This is a different scenario because you're dealing with North Dakota State, whose strong suit is the trenches. And these guys have been playing together for years. They have that culture. They have that tradition. But that's neither here nor there. Going back to the perimeter, usually the perimeter is evenly matched for the most part. When you see guys on the outside going to schools like that, they can easily have NFL potential. We know this. We see that all the time, right? We see guys coming from these D1AA schools all the time. It doesn't necessarily matter where you go. And we see guys on the outside flourishing. Cornerbacks, Tremaine Johnson went to Montana. What's the old boy used to hit the salsa? On cats. Victor Cruz, UMass. They doing it. It's not tough. You had Elijah Penny, running back, University of Idaho. You know what I mean? They're D1 AA now. They used to be D1, but they dropped down to D1 AA. They were so horrible. So you see guys flourishing, going to that next level from these divisions all the time on that outside. But Colorado, they got the stronger group on the outside. Definitely. Hands down. But where they may struggle, and I know they've gotten better this season. I know they've gotten better from the last season. I know they've grown this off season with a lot of some of the guys in the trenches that they've bought in on that D-line and on that O-line. But the question is, you're bringing in a group of guys, just like last season. You're bringing in a group of new guys. Practice is cool. We could see what they're doing at practice, and it looks good. But God damn it, what's up with this real game? Are they going to be able to gel? Are they going to be able to mesh together? Are they going to be able to show that they have that chemistry? Are they going to be able to be dogs? Last season, nobody gave a damn about Colorado per se. Everybody was already counting them out. Nobody really expected them to win like that. So that first game, that TCU game, it put everybody on notice that they were a force to be reckoned with. You had to take them serious after week 1. Now it's kind of like the target is on your back. All of this talking, Shador iced up, new Tesla truck, you know what I'm saying? The Cyber John popping. He feeling good about himself. He talking league. Shiloh talking league. They on every podcast, as they should be, getting money. Just signed with Nike. The Nike deal couldn't have came at a more perfect time. Shadir stunting. I'm gonna get this quality fixed too. This choppy and grainy as hell, but we gonna get it fixed. We there. I'm here. But listen, the question begs to be asked: are these guys gonna be able to gel week 1? Now I know this is where you get all the jitters out. This is where you really showcase what you've been working on this whole summer, fall camp. But this is a true test for Colorado, man. Week 1. If I'm scheduling games, I'm not scheduling North Dakota State. Let me read off a couple of these dudes' stats, man. Listen. These cats had a 39-game win streak. They're 41-3 in the playoffs. 41-3. Like I said, they've been having real NFL-like gauntlet playoffs. They've been doing what D1 is just getting to. And so it's like, yo, they not new to this shit, man. They're not new to any of this stuff. And you look at it and it's like everybody that don't know what's going on, they're going to take these dudes for granted. They don't know. You know what I mean? They just aren't educated on these guys. These cats are quiet assassins. They run their stuff like a well-oiled machine, and they're going to come gunning in that run game. They're going to try to bleed the clock. They're going to try to bleed that clock all the way down, keep the ball out of Colorado's hands, and run it up. It's that simple. And they have the O-line to do it. See, that's the thing. I know you're thinking, well, damn, they're D1 AA. Them guys are going to be way smaller. They're going to be... No. We're talking corn-fed white boys. We're talking North Dakota. We're talking history, tradition, people who really do this. They're going in that game expecting to win. If it's Coach KD, I'm telling you to take North Dakota in the spread. I'm telling you to take them in the money line. Bet North Dakota this game, because I can almost guarantee these dudes are not going down easy. And we have seen that last year's team, mind you, this is a brand new Colorado team. This is a brand new group of guys. A lot of new changes. A lot of different pieces being put in front of this audience, right? North Dakota State, they know how to win. They know how to win. That's one thing that Colorado don't know how to do. Not that they can't win, they don't know how to win. We saw them be up damn near 30 points to Stanford and take that L. They came all the way back. Stanford came all the way back. Colorado took that L. I'm guaranteeing you it will be that same type of game. You see them get up early. North Dakota State is not quitting. You will have to stump a mud hole in these white boys, man. They got that never give up, never die mentality. They got that never give up, never die. I'm blue collar. I'm going hard until the wheels fall off. This is for my mom. This is for my grandma back home watching. Bruh, I'm telling you. You thought Stanford was something. They have won 9 out of the last 11 national championships in a gauntlet. You put them against any D1 team, they have a fighter's chance. They have a good chance, man. They don't lose often. And so you wouldn't be wrong if you put money on them. Am I saying Colorado is going to blow these guys out? No. I'm saying they have to, though. They have to. One or three ways. Blowout, nail biter, and they barely pull it off. Or North Dakota State going to get that W. And that's going to be hell. That's going to be hell for Coach Prime. That's going to be hell for Shedeur. That's going to be hell because they're not just, this isn't just any normal team. They're not just going to write it off as these guys got caught by, a great D1 AA team. And it's not uncommon for these guys to beat D1 teams. They're not going to spin it that way. They're going to spin it like, the season's over. And if you're Colorado and you take a lose to North Dakota State, how the hell do you bounce back from this? That's why I said, why schedule this game? Why schedule this team? It's a lose-lose. If it's a close game, Coach Prime getting crucified the same way in the media. He getting crucified the same exact way as if it were an L. Might as well be an L. If it's a nail biter close game and Shedeur pull off some last second heroics, it's not gonna be damn this kid is cold in the clutch. He gets it done in the clutch. It's gonna be how the hell are they getting this close to losing against North Dakota State, a D1 AA team? But the thing is, for the people who know, they already coming in with respect on North Dakota State name because they know how vicious these dudes are. It's not a game. That's why I said they're playing for keeps. I hope and I pray and I know that Coach Prime and his staff has instilled in these dudes that these cats aren't just a walkover type team. And this isn't just the first game that we can go in there and easily get the W, man. Because you got to understand, a team like that, they live for those moments. A team like that is kind of similar to a Boise State before Boise State actually had their name. Remember when Boise State was building up, just beating all them big time opponents, going to bowl games and winning? Then they created a name for themselves. Let me tell it to you like this. North Dakota State should have been D1. In my honest opinion, they cheating. But they want to be the Alabama of the D1 AA circuit. And I understand that. But national championship after national championship after national championship. Shout out to Colorado's national championship. But North Dakota State has done something that is unprecedented in college sports and a lot of in professional sports. We talking back to the, take it back to the Boston Celtics days when they was winning back in the 60s and whatnot, bro. That's the type of shit we talking about. That's the type of dominant run these dudes are on. So if you come in there taking these cats lightly, you're gonna get rolled over. Speaking of Montana State, North Dakota State is favored to win the whole thing this year. Let's put things in perspective. They're favored to win this year. Montana State just came back like 21 something points. That was down like 17-21. Now I know New Mexico ain't effing with Colorado. I know New Mexico is down towards the bottom of the Mountain West, but they're still a D1 team. They're up on Montana State. Montana State probably, I believe they're like top 5, maybe top 6. Montana's ahead of them. Top 10, I apologize. Montana's ahead of them. A couple of other teams is ahead of them, and then you got North Dakota State at number 1. But they went into New Mexico in a away game. New Mexico's up 17, balling. You know what I'm saying? But Montana State also has that winning pedigree. They have that we're never out of it mentality. They have that we know how to win games mentality. We know how to get it done. No matter how much we're down by, we know how to come together as a collective and win. That's one thing Prime and them ain't got. They just don't. He hasn't been there long enough to instill that in them, and we saw that last year. Hopefully this year could be a little bit different. You hating on Coach Prime, man. They could get it done. These North Dakota boys ain't ish Coach KD. How dare you say that? How dare you? Used to be for Prime. I want these cats to pull out this game. I just know how serious this game is. This game not no joke. People thinking it's just some preseason shit and they're gonna come in there and win and blow these dudes out. No, this is gonna be much more closer than people think. Do I think they could get the W? Of course. I think if you spread them boys out, take advantage of the perimeter, attack them guys on the outside, because that's where your advantage is, I think Prime gonna easily walk away with that W. Where I think things go wrong is when you start trying to implement a run game against a team like this. Just stay on that outside, 5 wide, attack, have your receivers do the damage, have your receivers win the game, have Shador win the game with his arm. Do what you were doing all last season, essentially, because Colorado never really established a run game. Do what you were doing. You know, you brought these guys in so these guys could shine. Bring some of these receivers in. Let them do what they do. Because, you know, you trying to run with these dudes, you asking for it. This is not, I know you guys are thinking, well, damn, we got 5 stars, we got 4 stars in there in them trenches, and we can really get with them guys. Nah. Well-oiled machine. 3 words. Well-oiled machine. I will put my money, especially covering that spread. Put your money on North Dakota State. They're not going down without a fight. That's why I'm like, this thing is either going to be a blowout, it's coming down to the wire, and Colorado's going to squeak one out, which is bad for media. A L is horrible for media. But if they don't blow them out, if they don't barely win, they're going to lose this game. And you heard it from me first. The preview. I had to show face for this one. You know, I have to show face. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, man. I need some honest comments in that comment section. Am I hating? Or am I just being 100? I know both divisions. And when I was at that D1 level, before I transferred to Montana State, I realized, like, yo, Montana State, we could beat any D1 team. Maybe not the Alabamas, maybe not, the Georgias, teams like that. But when you talk about Mountain West teams, we compete, beating a lot of those teams. Boise State might could get them when it comes to conferences like that. You feel me? So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, man. Hop in that comment section. I had to show face today. Hey, I know it's blurry, but we gonna get right.
Tapped in with the legend Michael Cooper, man. Hey, it's the failed athlete, but that don't mean you got a fail in life. Appreciate it.
Exactly.